Here's the...
Okay, so we're gonna count them down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck to both players. Oh yeah, I do mention that both players are playing on a Retron, so putting that out there. Okay, both players starting out relatively clean and flat. Andy with the first Tetris. That's 22,000. Benjy with a nice sloping stack.
Yeah, Benjy gets his first Tetris right there.
Wait. Okay. Andy on 69,000. Nice. And Benjy on 47,000. Benjy gonna bang a Tetris. He goes to 70,000. And yeah, Andy will be ready for a Tetris. Bangs it down, 93,000.
Benjy with the Tetris right there. He's also at 93,000. 400 points behind. And PixelAndy, really violent adjustment right there on the TPs, but he's able to make his stack more accommodating and should be able to get Tetris ready again soon.
Well, Tetris is from both players. Yeah, Andy only ahead by 1,000 points, but yeah, Benjy will bang a Tetris to go to 162. And the question is, will Benjy be the person to break PixelAndy's win streak of about 20 matches?
Wow. Andy really is farming elo.
Yeah.
He's at 185. He is now 400 points behind again.
And Tetris for Benjy into the lead. 200k for Benjy and 189 for Andy. Andy just trying to build out that right side. There we go. He gets a T-burn. And Benjy, on the other hand, going to bang a Tetris. Then Andy will bang a Tetris. Andy on 212. Benjy on 233. So still close.
Both players have a really nice score to lines ratio right now. So hopefully they keep it up with some clean Tetris. We see PixelAndy has twice as many long bars as Benjy almost.
It doesn't matter about like the amount of long bars you get. It only matters like about the timing. Like if you get like a lot of long bars and get like all of them when you're 3 high, that's not good. Like, you know. Yeah.
This is also true.
So Benjy gonna bang a Tetris. Andy kind of had no place for that Z piece or square, so he's gonna misdrop from the T piece. Andy is gonna have to do some burning here.
Yeah, Andy just fixing his parity right there, but after that long bar, he's just gonna have to do a lot of burning. Benjy, meanwhile, still clean, 350 at 75, doing pretty well.
Benjy wants to get a big lead that Andy cannot surmount.
Yeah, Andy's probably the stronger post-transition player, so if Benjy can get a lead on 18, he'll have a more real chance than he would if they were, say, the same score at transition.
Okay, so Andy ready for a center well. He's finally cleaning himself out. And okay, nice adjustment to allow for that Tetris to go down. But Benjy on 404 on 90 lines. Solid score to lines ratio.
Benjy is really keeping up with Andy, and he's actually almost 100,000 points ahead. About 70,000 right now, but he can keep increasing his lead.
Yeah, Andy back to a clean stack, so he's gonna be back to scoring Tetrises here. Benjy he's gonna want to keep this lead up as Andy has a 19 max out, so he's very potent on 19. Okay, Tetris for Benjy, 500k. Tetris for Andy. It's on 406. So Benji's still ahead by 100,000.
Andy's doing pretty well too, so it's kind of a surprise how far behind he is. We could see Andy with a 500k transition, I believe.
Yeah, they're both just playing relatively clean, and Benji's on pace for a 600k possibly. Yeah, both players about to transition. Both have clean boards. Both are low enough to take it and not top out. Okay, so Benjy ready for a Tetris, just waiting on the long bar to come, and he's kind of getting a mini drought, so he's may go for a triple. He's gonna take some skims, and he's just not getting this long bar. Where is it? But Andy getting also Monka S. But there you go. Benjy finally gets the long bar. Transitions with the 578, and Andy. Oh no, Benjy. Early top out at 578 as soon as he gets to 19, so feels bad for Benjy. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, Andy, straight off a one-off, so pulled a bend mode in front of the whole viewing audience. Okay, so let's see what Benjy can do this game if he can survive longer, outlast PixelAndy. A nice last second adjustment from Andy on that J piece to lay it flat, and he bangs the Tetris.
PixelAndy went for the delayed skim setup, but now his left is pretty low, so he's gonna need decent pieces for that. Otherwise, he's gonna be burning a lot more.
T dependent. He's not gonna get it though. So okay, nice burns though to escape that potential prolonged dig that could have happened. Oh, nice T tuck. I'm surprised he didn't lose Das. Actually.
And he's not gonna be able to go for the well. He's at 23 lines now, 2 Tetrises, and Benjy has a potential decent lead he could get, but he has a hole in his stack, so it's not going to happen. The players are about neck and neck. Benjy has a 1 Tetris lead, and he's 2 lines ahead with a hole in his stack.
G will open up that JP's dependency, but then turns it into a long bar dependency once he gets that long bar, whatever piece that was, I forgot. Okay, bangs a Tetris, goes to 128. Tetris for Andy, 126. So relatively similar paces, although the pace is not good. You know.
Benjy, nice floating burn right there. PixelAndy also does one at the same time. So we see both players Tetris ready. PixelAndy with a long bar. He's 40,000 points ahead.
And Benjy getting a bit high, but he could be able to dig out of this with the right pieces, and he gets that L piece over to the left side. And yeah, he's getting himself out of it relatively nicely. And that Z piece will open up the last hole on the stack, and there we go. He's home free. Just needs to burn it out to open up the right side.
Nice satisfying dig by Benjy there.
And he misdraws the J piece right afterwards. I don't know what happened there to Benjy, but just all of a sudden. But yeah, he's digging himself out of it. That J piece will burn a nice triple. But Andy is using this opportunity to take a decently sized lead of about 70,000 points.
Benjy with the delayed flat there. I really like that move. PixelAndy is now taking out of his situation. He's at 236, 80,000 points ahead of Benjy, who has a center well going on. So PixelAndy with that nearly perfect transfer there could potentially increase the lead.
Other touches for Andy is ahead by 80,000 on Benjy. Set off in the middle and partied on the middle for Benjy, but Weird adjustment on that T piece.
Yeah,
last
that
second.
T flip caused him to burn a few more lines. He would have gotten out clean if he didn't do that, but probably saw something different.
Yeah. Is he going for another one? No, okay, he's just gonna take the one burn.
And PixelAndy is getting his stack ready. He's just waiting on the long bar, actually. Gets the Tetris. He crosses 300,000 right there. 91 lines for both players, so PixelAndy has a true 60,000 point lead.
Okay, so both players with clean stacks once again, so gonna go back to trading Tetrises until something happens. Andy covers the wall for a split second, but it's not gonna be a problem. Burns 3 lines. Open once again for a Tetris. Just waiting on the long bar. In the meantime, though, Benjy will bang a Tetris. Nice L skim from Andy, getting a bit high. Getting droughted, actually, so he's gonna take a triple. And finally bang the Tetris.
PixelAndy, he remains Tetris ready through all of these. He keeps getting a long bar and then getting a small drought, so his stack is just high all the time.
Yeah. Okay, another Tetris for Andy and another one. Okay, there we go. Andy's stack is back to safe levels and another Tetris for Andy. Both players about to transition, actually. Andy a few lines ahead, about 6 lines. So Benjy on pace for like a 440 potentially. And Andy probably gonna get like a high 400.
Yeah. Andy's getting a 491 transition. Benjy at 126 right now, so looks like he's gonna get about a 430 with the triple here. 427, that was a double actually.
Yeah, okay, so Andy did have a misdrop early on, so he's gonna have to take some burning. He's gonna have to take some burns here. And not exactly Tetris ready yet, so does not get the piece to fill in the J or L dependency, so he's gonna have to take some more burn lines. And ooh, an early shift. So he's gonna have to take more burn lines. And if he opens that up, he would only be set for a triple, so he's just gonna burn that away. Going for the Tetris, actually. No, never mind. Okay, he's just gonna burn this down.
Andy with some sort of awkward parody Andy misdrops.
Andy just really off with the timing right now, but then that flat long bar bird will solve everything. It's like Andy getting a lot of early shifts. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, he's fixed it up.
Couldn't resist that pun I did right there. Andy is at 550 right now. Benjy at 506. So Andy has a now 50,000 point lead almost as Benjy scored another Tetris. Both players are still doing fine, going for Tetrises here.
Yeah, Andy on 616 and Benjy on 540. Benjy is about a level behind though. He's gonna take a triple to skim this down. Andy will bang a Tetris, goes to 649. And yeah, nice delayed burn with the long bar from Benjy. And yeah, Andy will bang a Tetris to go to 681. It's slightly off max out pace, so yeah, max out's not possible for Andy, but certainly a high 900 is.
Yeah, max out would be incredibly difficult here. He has to go perfect. Benjy unfortunately tops out there. He had to do this. That was potentially from his choice to not splat earlier in 25. But
yeah,
we did see some misdrops from him, so just unfortunate top out.
Yeah, and Andy will take a 2-0 lead over Benjy right now. Very, very difficult spot to come back from, especially when you're facing a player like Andy. Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So game point for Andy. Benjy is gonna hope for like an early top out from PixelAndy to give him some momentum to potentially reverse sweep. But it's going to be hard to ask for that. PixelAndy has been consistent 900.
Yeah, you can't count on your opponent doing anything, so Benji's in a pretty tough position, but if something happens, he could take advantage of it.
Alright, so Andy getting a bit high. Okay, there we go. There's the long bar. Tetris for Andy, Tetris for Benji, and another Tetris for Andy. 68,000 for Andy, and another one goes to 91,000. It's not perfect, I don't think. Is that perfect?
It is.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, Andy has not burnt the line yet. Yeah, Benji is ready for a Tetris, so is misdrops the S piece, actually.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing a couple burns there. But because he played perfect, he has a little bit of a buffer.
Another early shift from Andy. It's making me wonder if something's wrong with his controller. But having a lot of early shifts that he doesn't usually have.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah, Andy has a lot of cheese on his board, so he's gonna have to work to burn this out. Maybe go for a Tetris. Okay, no, he's not gonna. He's just gonna play it safe there and take the burn. Now he's T dependent. He's not gonna get it though, unfortunately. And take some nice burns and then get the T-spin. All right.
That was a pretty good alternative to the first T-spin. He got out of it pretty quickly. Now he's 40,000 points behind and 5 lines behind, so he's just a little bit behind Benji right now.
Just for Benji, Tetris for Andy. Andy at 199. Benji's still maintaining this lead of about 20,000.
Yeah, he's at 54 lines, 239. So the lead is decreased to 17,000.
Yeah, nice.
With a truce flat.
Coffee likes that. Yeah, more S flats coming from Andy. Nice delayed burns.
Andy covering his hole right there with a T piece. He's gonna do more burns because of that.
So yeah, Andy just working on getting out of this dig, and Benji wanting to take advantage of it because PixelAndy's digging and Benji is all clean. So Benji really pouring on the points right now and making PixelAndy pay for digging.
Yeah, Andy is finally getting out of this. If he gets a T right there, okay. He could have done a T-spin, but that would be a very difficult adjustment with DAS.
Yeah.
And who wants to do T-spins anyways?
Yeah, true. It doesn't give any extra points, so, I mean, no point. Okay, there we go. He's going for the off-center Tetris in column 6, and he gets it. Tetris for Andy, 265, and yeah, Benji actually, he's on pretty good score to line ratio right now. Ooh, Andy sets up a T-spin tuck, and he gets it.
Ooh, that was pretty unfortunate because he has to do another burn, which made a long bar dependency right there, but because he hit the spin tuck, it's at least less burns, and he's working with a better stack right now.
And Tetris for Benji, 430 at 97 lines. And a Tetris for Andy, 318. So Benji has really built out a huge lead of 110,000 points.
He's maintaining it too, so pretty nice work from Benji. His maximum possible score is about 630 right now, so it's not absolutely insane, but it's very good for the tournament.
Because he'll be pressured to catch up, which could result in him playing way more aggressively than he needs to. It's also a psychological game as well.
Benji is keeping up the score to lines ratio He's at 503 at 114. So he's now doing really well here. He could get a I'm not gonna say 600. I'm gonna say 590 transition if I calculated that right.
No, it's something like that.
Yeah, we could see a 600 if he gets a double, maybe.
If he goes like perfect, it would be like a 600. Right?
Almost.
Yeah, if he gets these next two Tetrises, and he. Okay,
yeah, with the double, it should be 600.
Yeah, he's kind of getting droughted, so he's gonna take some more skims and get that Tetris into transition. 577. Andy transitioning a bit high, but he takes some nice skims to get the Tetris and another early shift actually.
Ooh, Benjy with the missing.
Oh no!
To the right.
Andy had no left side built out, and he couldn't take any burns. So, yeah, Benjy is done at 580. So, ooh, nice S flat from Andy. Tetris. He needs to get to 581. So, yeah, Andy could play this one safe. He probably needs one Tetris in there, but, you know, play this one relatively safe. Take some burns. Doesn't need to go all out here.
511 for PixelAndy. He needs to get to 581. If you get a lot of triples that's line outable, I think one Tetris is definitely what you would prefer in this situation.
One Tetris. Okay, he's gonna set up for it there. Oh, doesn't set up for Tetris. Okay.
And the one time it's not a Ben Mullen, he actually isn't going for Tetrises.
Yeah, true. Okay, so all right, he seems to be setting up now, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. He's set up for a Tetris, and he's just waiting on the long bar. And ooh, interesting place to put that T. And yeah, he could probably just line this out the rest of the way.
Yeah, for sure, he could line out and get it by 26.
Yeah, he's just gonna take some singles and doubles. And yeah, doesn't. Oh, he's actually going for the Tetris.
Oh,
okay,
what? He's going for the long bar left. Oh, he's going very aggressive now.
He's going aggressive for the Tetris, and he gets rewarded for it. 602 for Andy, and he takes it. He takes the set in a sweep.
There he is, the 900.